Hello. It was on this day in 1991 that the first edition of Big Issue appeared on the streets. It was sold by homeless people who um, would sell as many copies as they could, and then they could keep the profit that was made by the sale. And so were able to get some sense of dignity, some sense that they were doing something professional, they were earning their own money, and this was seen as a way of helping people to come out of homelessness and out of poverty, not by handing things out to them, but by giving them a hand up. And when Gordon Roddick, who was the one who had the idea, first of all tried to get lots of charities to support him, they wouldn't. But John Bird he approached because he clearly had a public persona and had exactly the right background in which to promote this. He'd grown up as in some slums in Notting Hill, but his parents had failed to pay the rent on a regular basis, and so they were made homeless. He was taken to orphanage, and later, because he was frequently playing truant or excluded from school, he would steal, and so he was then living in Borstals and young offenders institutions. And yet, this young man who was at one point, early in his life, working as someone who washed up the dishes in the House of Commons tea room, is now a member of the House of Lords, and he's pulled himself up by his own imagination, by his own skills and entrepreneurial approach to life, his skill in art and in writing books, but it started partly because someone in Borstal encouraged him to sketch, to draw, to paint. And this person was the person who, for John Bird, enabled him to see that he had some dignity, that he had something he could offer, and that this was clearly a very important step in what John Bird calls his renaissance into the kind of person he is now. The Big Issue Foundation follows the same idea. It exists to support homeless people, but by giving them work, tasks that will make them feel that they've got a dignity and they've got something to offer, in particular in volunteering. And this is seen by the Big Issue Foundation as being a really good way of helping people who otherwise are just seen as people lying on pavements at night, who they have something that they can offer and that they can bring to whatever volunteering situation that they're engaged with, and give them a sense that they've got something to offer. It builds them up. Again, not just giving them something, but enabling them to work their own way up into something a bit more positive in their lives. And so it struck me as a good lesson for all of us, because it's so easy, isn't it, when we're trying to support or help somebody, to be a bit patronising. The easiest thing is often just to give them something to help them on their way, or to provide some support that leaves them still dependent upon us. But what we learned from the Big Issue is that actually it's much better to find a way of helping people that enables them to help themselves, to help them to grow and to find a dignity that will give them a new strength that will help them to overcome whatever the challenges that they face. And so today I echo the slogan of a Big Issue. We want to offer people not a hand out, but a hand up.